Here we go, guys. Tuesday. 2 down, 3 to go. Wow, what a beautiful day. Nice and cool. Had to come outside and make this video, man. I'm gonna see if I can do this video without being attacked by wasp and teenage mutant ninja flies and shit. Because you know, when you live out in the suburbs, man, the pests are a lot more aggressive than in the city. You know, they've mutated. They're not scared of us anymore. You know, back in the day, they used to be scared of humans. You know, but now they just like, oh well, we were here first. So, but anyway, guys, I'm a little tired. Yeah. We've been doing things with this house. We're putting our house back on the market this Friday, I believe. We've been doing yard work. We've been decluttering, throwing stuff away, cleaning, scrubbing, wiping, you name it, we've done it. And also going to work every day, you know, factoring that in. So I haven't made a video in a while, seems like it, because we've been doing this. The realtor came out. She hired a professional photographer to come out to the house today to take pictures, and you know, so when it's time, and everything will be on realtor.com or whatever, and the house will be back on the market, and we'll be ready to rock and roll again. Got a pretty good feeling about this realtor. She's a lot more experienced, an older lady. She knows all the tricks to the trade, and she's really good. She's really good. This experience is already different from last year. You know, we unfortunately we couldn't sell last year because we had an inexperienced realtor, and just, you know, I don't want to get off and all that. I'm sorry, but excuse the noise in the background. People cutting their yards and stuff. It's a nice day, so the rain is gone, so everybody's yards kind of grew or whatever. So just bear with me, man, if y'all can't hear me or whatever. But speaking of being tired, I got a chance to I really don't do press conferences, you know, but I got a chance to look at a little bit of Shotty's press conference and Dak Prescott. It wasn't a press conference. It was more like an interview. You know, let me just get to Dak and what he was saying. They were talking about his health, how he feel. They asked him questions about the culture, the wide receiver duo. Everybody's talking about the two number ones and all this stuff. And speaking of being tired and over a lot of things, I think I'm over. And I've said this before, and I get it. Football season is coming up. You got OTAs coming up in mid-June, and you got training camp coming up at the end of July going into August. So off-season is almost pretty much, the I think season is slowly but surely coming to an end. We're already at the end of May. It's summertime. The kids got one more day of school tomorrow, and they're out for the whole summer. Thank God. And you know, it just goes by so fast, and so many things have happened since, you know, the Super Bowl. But speaking of being tired, I think I'm a little over and tired of the talk. I don't want to appear to be negative. A lot of you think I'm negative. I'm not a negative person. I'm very positive. I'm a God-fearing Christian man. I have a family. I have to be positive for them. I have to be positive for my kids. I have to be positive at work. I have to be, there's so many things I got to be positive. I lost my mom back in 2016. I lost relatives since then, you know, so I have no choice but to be positive. I'm a positive person. I'm a loving person. I don't get into it with people. I don't get sissified behind the Dallas Cowboys. I'm getting too old for that. I'm a mid to late 40s. And I don't have time to be negative. What I do have time for, though, is to be real and straight up with you. That's what I got time for. Yeah. I don't have time to be negative and nitpicky and sissified like a lot of Cowboy fans out there. That's why it's still black and white, Pleasantville, because everybody should think alike when you're a Cowboys fan. And but not me, because I'm in color. So There's not too many of me. I only roll with people that's in color. I don't roll with the black and whites, you know. So, but anyway, you know, Dak Prescott, they asked him about his health. He said he feels good. I've heard that a million times. I've been a Cowboy fan for 40 plus years. I've heard that a million times from different players. I feel good. I'm able to do everything. You know, I've been, you know, working out and throwing the ball and working with the ones and all this stuff. And I'm almost there. And, you know, I'll probably be ready for contact, you know, when you know, we got a little time for that, but I'll probably be ready for that, you know, sometime, you know, when that time comes. I like you know, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens together. They're both, George Pickens, the guy I already know. CeeDee Lamb, you know, I've been running with him for years, and George Pickens seems like he's a hard worker. He's a go-getter. He's, you know, he wants the ball. He's positive. He's, you know, a team player. All those things. The culture, the word culture comes up again. We haven't seen culture in decades, but all of a sudden the word culture means something different this time with the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, that word culture comes up again, and how Shoddy is changing the culture, and it's kind of like a college atmosphere, you know, in the locker room. He's implementing discipline and, you know, putting the guys together and all these things, and he's approaching it a little different but the same. And, you know, he's a very hard-nosed coach, and, you know, all the whole 9 yards, everything that you want to hear. Pretty much everything that you want to hear. I'm not here for what you want to hear. I'm here for what needs to be heard. I'm the total opposite of every other Cowboy fan. If you just now tuning in, I am the total opposite of that. So if you're looking for your feelings to be babysat, you should have saw how all the reporters were around him and they were taking pictures and asking questions like he had won Super Bowls. Like he had just came off a good year. Like he just came off a Super Bowl winning season. They were huddled around him like he was somebody. Like he was Troy Aikman or somebody. I couldn't believe it. I had to turn it off. It was making me sick to my stomach. I was like, well, really? And they were laughing with him and you know, kissing his ass, and like, this guy has succeeded. He's had good seasons. Okay, I get it. It's football. The football season is coming up. Everybody's excited. But don't get ahead of yourself, man. Forgive, but don't forget. Don't treat these players and athletes as such. And you know what I mean when I say that. Don't forget what happened last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. What's going to change? I think I need to see it. I've heard it all, man. I've heard it all. I've been on the sideline in the 90s. I've seen the best play. I've witnessed the best play. I've been through Super Bowls. Three of them. Probably could have been 4, 5, or 6 if Jimmy Johnson would have stuck around. But I've been through 3 Super Bowls. I've seen it all. I've heard it all. I've been there. I've been down that road. I've done it. What more can be said? How long are y'all gonna let them will you back in? Bait you back in? I'm so past that, man. I'm so over the talk. It's just like a kid. For example, let me use this as an analogy, an example, or whatever you want to call it. It's just like a kid goes to school and fucks around, but just happens to slide by, just you know, every year. And then as a teacher, you have that child in your class that year. You're like, oh, Lord. And they act the fool every day. And, you know, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do good. And they still messing up. You get what I'm saying? So I think as a teacher, I need to see results. As a coach, as a mentor, as a parent, I think you want to see results before I start believing it. You can talk all day long about what you're going to accomplish this season coming up. You can talk all day long about what this new coach, is going to bring to the table. This season coming up. You can talk all day long about how good you feel. This season coming up. You can talk all long about the culture, how it's going to change. We've heard a million. Y'all, come on, man. We got receipts. I got receipts. Go back and look at my videos. That word culture has been brought up so many times. So how long are we going to talk about how the culture is going to change? Especially this season coming up. What's going to be different? I don't think I care to hear anymore. I think I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see. See, that's where I'm different. See, a lot of y'all go out, make videos off of assumption. You just like them motherfuckers, man. I'm sorry, you are. You make these videos off assumption. Oh, look what Dak said. Oh, he's running around cones and, he's running into dummies and you got guys tackling dummies and running around trash cans and all this stuff. Say, man, I could do that. I can make a video and run around some trash cans. Pity pat, step real quick at 40-something years old. I can do that. But like Bruce Lee said, them boards don't hit back though. See, I'm ready to let the past do the talking. See, they done enough talking enough. I don't want to hear it. That's probably why I'm not like a beat writer or anything, because I'm not falling into that narrative, man. I can't do it. I'd be done asked the question to get me escorted up out of there. Yeah. See, they wouldn't like me. Nah. They wouldn't like 1980. I wouldn't have a job after the first interview. I'd be asking so many personal questions. Say, man, what's going to be different, dog? Wait, I didn't heard this before, man. So what? Come on, tell me what's going. You know what? Matter of fact, don't tell me. Show me what's going to be different. Yeah. And when it changes, when it's different, I'm going to be like, okay, hey, good job. But if it's the same thing, I'm like, hey, man, what happened? As a matter of fact, I ain't even got to ask you what happened. I'm going to let the actions speak louder than words. So I think I'm ready to see. Now, like I say, it's good to have something to talk about. Make videos from time to time. That's cool. I get it, man. I get everything. I get everybody being positive and excited, like I said earlier. But I'm really realistic now. From now on, from not even from this day forward, but that's just the type of person I am. I used to make videos. I used to be so excited. But when you've been stung by the same wasp over and over every year, you like, well, I can't help but think, maybe, well, we'll see, But that's all I got, man. I just wanted to talk a little Cowboys stuff, man, with y'all. Like I said, excuse me if I'm just way too negative for you. Excuse me. But like I've said this a million times, I do not babysit grown folk feelings. Y'all are not kids, man. I'm not here to babysit your feelings, man. It's all about the star. It's all about the Cowboys. And this channel is all about the betterment of the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. I'm here for Super Bowls and nothing else. I'm not here for the smoke and mirrors and the neon lights in the background and the green screens and like and subscribe and sub and donate and all that shit. That's for all them sissified channels, man. That's for all them channels that's just like Jerry Jones, man. They just like them cats on 105.3 The Fan. They want to say and do exactly what you want. They want to say exactly what you want to hear to make you dig in your pockets. I'm not a used car salesman, guys. This is the real deal over here. Yeah. Wow. I can't wait to move though, man. I'm excited. I'm elated, like Dion say. I'm elated, man. Then when your house is in order, it's spotless, it's clean, yard is cut. We did all the gardening and all that shit, man. It was hard at first. It was frustrating, but it makes you feel good inside. And hopefully everything will work out this time. A lot of memories here. Been here, what, 6 years? Man, them 6 years go by fast. Yeah, we just outgrown it, you know. Boys are getting bigger, you know. And we just, it was a good starter home. Yeah. But God says it's time for a change. So I got to change the culture. I got to change the culture. See? So everything can be good for the future. And that's what it's all about. Sports is just like life, man. Got to get everything ready. Got to have a foundation to build off of. I just fixed the foundation. Fixed the foundation in the front, fixed the foundation in the back. So when they come and look and see, everything looks good, and we'll start getting some offers and boom, 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 be able to negotiate, and it's just like sports, man. So when you build from the ground up, we got this house built from the ground up, brand spanking new, and the next house is gonna be the same, but bigger, obviously. But just God working, man. God just working, man. He's working through us. He's working through other people, so we can receive this blessing, man. But hey, make sure y'all stay Cowboy up and prayed up, because you never know what the day is gonna bring you. All about your boy.